mean, but I work in the court system and I see how many, people do come through the border and they are involved in crimes and drug trafficking and human trafficking. So you have to seal the border one way or another. I mean, so maybe it's not a wall, but something to make the.
But you voted for Obama 8 years ago.
Yeah.
Did you vote for him one time or both times?
One time.
One time.
I never voted for him.
In 2012, I voted for Romney.
And you voted for him because you thought he was going to bring change.
Yeah, because I felt that it was time for change, and maybe even in human rights and a lot of other issues that I'm concerned about. So, and that he did bring that change. He did bring good stuff too. But eventually, he steered into the very leftist ideology and his policies towards Israel. I was not happy about that because Israel is our friend. If you've ever been to Israel, Israel is a great country. It's like New York City, it's a lovely country with great people, and to leave them behind like that, it was, without even like giving them, betraying them basically. So that was upsetting. There were a lot of policies that he did that I wasn't sure who he is. Like, what is his position? Like, who are you with?
What policies did you feel were too left?
What he did in the Middle East, his foreign policy, I believe, is a total failure.
Do you think we should be?
He did not support. He's somewhat like a flip-flop in foreign policy. Where in the foreign policy, you should be very firm. You should be your intention should be very clear.
Do you think we should have more troops out there in the Middle East, or
it depends on where it is, where the conflict is. But he definitely, I don't think he should have supported those little, what are they called, Arab Springs and all that stuff, because that just really created a lot of instability in that region.
Do you think he should have gone into Syria?
He should have made a decision whether to help or not, but not somewhat. Like, he was halfway. He helped a little bit, not enough to take Assad out, and then basically Assad won. So he shouldn't have not gone in there at all, or should have gone with it all the way, helping them more. Basically, that was, it was sort of like halfway which ended up in Russia getting involved.
As a Russian, do you feel like mainstream media is attacking Russia in a new way with the Russian propaganda and the fake
right
news?
Now?
Yeah, right now.
They're making a big deal out of it. They didn't make a big deal out of it before with Ukraine and all the other stuff that Russia.
As a Russian, do you feel like you're kind of under attack by mainstream media and the left, or no?
Who is under attack?
Russians.
Russians?
Mm-hmm. No, they're not. They don't care. Russians could care less. No, they're not under attack.
How do you think U.S. and Russian relations will change under Trump?
I think it's always going to be a love and hate relationship. With any president that comes in, they reset the button. They try to start their love affair with Russia, and it never works out. It did work out with Reagan. It helped because Russia was just very broke, and they just couldn't keep up with the arms race.
Did you like Gorbachev?
Yep. Yeah, he was a reformer. What he did was very important. He was bold, and he did a very important thing. He went along with Reagan, and they found a way to communicate, and they agreed on a lot of things. And that was an important part in history. After that, it's basically kind of a wreck, train wreck. So, but yeah.
Do you have any questions? Thank you very much. What's your name?
Ksenia.
Ksenia. And where do you live?
I live in Silver Spring.
Oh, okay.
Oh, cool.
So where are you gonna